You think the world is complex. Life is unpredictable. Sometimes everything runs perfectly, then suddenly chaos. But what if I told you there's a pattern behind this chaos too? A hidden code that controls everything from your relationships to weather, from your decisions to the motion of galaxies. John Gribben says, "Chaos is as organized as simplicity. The difference is, we just can't see it." So today, we'll descend into that world where physics, biology, psychology, and life itself reveal that beneath every complexity, a simple rule is hidden. Chapter 1. Nature is not random. Let's start with a question. Is nature really random? Are rain, storms, disease, or your mood just accidents? Does all this just happen? No, friend. Nothing just happens. Nature is not random. It runs on patterns. In every leaf's veins, in every river's flow, in every heartbeat's rhythm, there's a hidden code that keeps everything in order. You might think weather is unpredictable. Sometimes sun, sometimes rain, sometimes snow, sometimes storm. But did you know mathematics is hidden behind this chaos too? The butterfly effect discovery moment. In the 1960s, there was a scientist, Edward Lorenz, working on weather prediction models. He entered some simple math equations into a computer to predict what the weather would be like in coming days. But one day, by mistake, he made a small change in the input numbers, just a 0.001 difference. But when he saw the result, he was shocked. The entire prediction had changed. Just this small change, and the outcome was completely different. This was the moment the world first heard about chaos theory. And from this came the most powerful idea, the butterfly effect, meaning a small butterfly flapping its wings in Brazil can start a chain reaction in the air that eventually becomes a tornado in Texas, thousands of kilometers away. Now this sounds like poetic exaggeration, but this is scientific reality. In nature, every small cause begins some large effect. Lorenz's equations were simple, but behavior was complex. He said, even in randomness, there is a hidden structure. Meaning, chaos also follows patterns. Chaos in your life. Now think. This same principle works in your life too. Your one small habit, one small decision long term, it changes your entire reality. Skipping exercise one day, scrolling extra one day, saying something in anger one day. These all seem like small changes, but these very micro actions compound and shape your destiny. The same happens in nature. Small factors, temperature, humidity, air pressure, combine to create big results. But the person looking at the surface thinks it's random. Actually, behind every chaos is hidden order. Our eyes just can't catch it. Gribben's insight. We've always thought beauty lies in simplicity. But the truth is, complexity is hidden inside simplicity. And simplicity is hidden inside complexity. Meaning, nature works on two levels. On top, it looks complex, but inside, it follows simple rules. Examples. Ocean waves look chaotic, but every wave moves by fixed equations of gravity and wind. A cloud forms in random shapes, but its formation is determined by formulas of humidity and air density. Similarly, your life also looks chaotic. Sometimes happiness, sometimes failure, sometimes confusion. But if you look deeply, everything is connected by the invisible chain of cause and effect. Your thought pattern works like a feedback loop. One thought triggers the next, and gradually it becomes a pattern. And when you recognize it, you can't control chaos, but you learn to understand it. And understanding is the first step to power. Therefore, Gribben says, chaos is not disorder, it's hidden order lying beneath simplicity. Nature teaches us everything is meaningful. Every small step creates a real effect, and every random-looking event is part of some invisible system. There's rhythm even in chaos. mathematics even in randomness. And if you look carefully, even in every storm, a pattern beats. This is nature's biggest truth. It's not random. It's beautifully organized, just in its own language. Chapter 2. The hidden order behind life. Think for a moment. Your body, your brain, your society all standing on an invisible balance between chaos and order. If this balance shifts even slightly, either everything will freeze or everything will scatter. Your heartbeat. Now think about your heartbeat. It's neither perfectly constant nor completely random. It has rhythm, but also slight variability. Sometimes it beats fast, sometimes slow, sometimes pauses, then continues. This very variability, this unpredictability, keeps you alive. If your heart became completely predictable, every beat coming in exactly mechanical fashion, it wouldn't stay alive. It would just become a machine. And if it became completely random, without any pattern, game over. Life always walks on this thin line, the edge of chaos. Neither complete stability nor complete disorder. Just a perfect tension where creation and destruction dance together. Gribben says, life itself is a system balanced on the knife edge between order and chaos. Meaning, nature has designed life so that it never remains static. Because in stability, there's no growth. In pure chaos, there's no survival. Now look at evolution. You think evolution is a random process, mutations, chance, accidents. But the deep reality is, behind every random mutation, there's also a feedback loop. What survives becomes a pattern. What fails vanishes. Nature learns from its trial and error, and gradually evolves complex systems. DNA replication also follows this same principle. Every time a copy is made, small errors come, but those very errors open new possibilities. Meaning, chaos itself creates order. If DNA were ever perfect, zero-error evolution would stop, because then no new pattern, no new life form could be created. In ecosystems too, this same hidden order. Look at the jungle. Every animal, every plant, every bacteria is part of an invisible feedback system. If one species disappears, the entire chain gets disturbed. But gradually, the system adjusts itself, creates new balance. Meaning, nature creates order from chaos itself, again and again, infinitely. Complexity from connection? Gribben says, complexity doesn't come from control. It comes from connection, meaning, to run life, there's no need for central command. Just small interactions, feedback loops, and repetition are enough. The same is happening in your body. Every cell is engaged in its work without any boss, but together they create a perfect organism, you. So now, understand, life is not random. It's a masterpiece balance between chaos and order. It's proof that nature's hidden order exists behind every complexity. And if you understand this balance, you'll understand not just science but existence itself. Chapter 3. The Mathematics of Life. You think life is unpredictable, right? Sometimes everything is running perfectly, and suddenly something happens that's out of your control. But want to know the truth? Mathematics says, even unpredictability has a pattern, meaning, things that look random also follow hidden rules inside themselves. This is called predictable unpredictability. Now, the question is, if there's order even in chaos, why isn't that order visible? Because it doesn't repeat directly, it repeats at every level, at every scale. This brings a fascinating concept. Fractals. Fractals are patterns that repeat themselves again and again, from small scale to large scale. At every level, the same shape, the same structure, just the size changes. Example, a tree. A trunk emerges from the root. Then it splits into 2 branches. Then those branches also split into 2 each. And if you look from afar, The entire tree is repeating the same pattern that was on one small twig. Same design, different scale. Now think about your lungs. One main airway to 2 branches, then 4, then 8, then hundreds. Every time, the same pattern. Self-similarity. Your body itself is a living fractal, proof of symmetry amidst chaos. Gribben says, fractals are nature's favorite language. Meaning, nature hides complexity within simplicity. What looks infinite is actually built from finite rules. Now you'll say, then how does this pattern work? Answer: feedback loops. Feedback loop means the system reacts to itself, meaning whatever output comes out becomes the input next time. Example, you go to the gym, build a little muscle. You get motivated, work harder, become stronger. Positive feedback amplifies growth. But if you overtrain, the body starts breaking down, then the system brings balance itself. This is negative feedback. Nature runs on these very loops. Ecosystems, climate, population, economy, all have feedback loops. Sometimes in balance, sometimes in chaos. Now, the interesting thing, all these feedbacks can be explained by simple math. Remember Edward Lorenz's weather equation? Those equations were also based on feedback loops. Make a small change in input. Output changes completely. Butterfly effect. A small flap can create a storm thousands of kilometers away. Meaning, mathematics is not just the language of numbers, it's also the language of life. Every chaotic system, whether heartbeat, stock market, or human emotion, runs on some underlying equation. The difference is just that. The equation is not straight, it's non-linear. Small change, big impact. Gribben gives the real definition of deep simplicity here. Things that look complex are actually made from simple laws. Just as gravity attracts everything, similarly, feedback loops evolve every system. The difference is, gravity is predictable, but life's equations are non-linear. That's why they look unpredictable. Now think. If you understand these patterns, you can read not just science, but existence itself. You'll understand that chaos is not an enemy, it's the process of creation. Every failure, every randomness, every turbulence is pointing toward a hidden order. John Gribben's message is simple. Life is mathematics wearing the mask of chaos. Meaning, inside every storm, there's symmetry. Behind every accident, there's logic, and beneath every complexity, there's simplicity. Life's formula. So, next time when life seems out of control, remember, randomness is just an illusion. Reality is always running in patterns. You just haven't learned to recognize it. Chapter 4. Life's formula. Feedback and adaptation. Life is not a static thing. It constantly changes, learns, and improves itself. And behind this entire process is hidden a powerful principle: feedback. Every living system, whether a single cell or entire society, is a feedback machine. Feedback means the system learns from its output and adjusts itself accordingly. Meaning, life talks to itself, improves itself, and evolves itself. Now, feedback is of 2 types. 1. Positive feedback amplifies, meaning makes a small thing bigger. Example in economy. Rumors spread. Market will crash. People panic and start selling. Market actually crashes. One small input, big effect. Similarly, inflation is also a positive feedback loop. Prices rise. People buy more. Prices rise even more. But amplifying isn't always good. If only positive feedback continues, the system explodes. Therefore, nature created negative feedback. 2. Negative feedback brings stability, maintains balance. Example, your body regulates temperature. If it's hot, you sweat. If it's cold, you shiver. The system adjusts itself so equilibrium remains. Now think, this same mechanism works in your life too. If a negative thought repeats again and again, I can't do this, it becomes a negative feedback loop. Every time, that same thought weakens you more. Your behavior changes accordingly, and your reality molds into that shape. But if you install a powerful belief, I will grow no matter what, it becomes a positive growth loop. Every success motivates you more. Your confidence increases, and you become unstoppable. John Gribben says, feedback is not just science, it's life's formula. Now let's talk about nature's ultimate weapon, self-organization. En colonies have no leader, yet they build perfect cities. Every ant just follows a few signals around it, and millions of ants together become an intelligent system. Snowflakes. Take the example of snowflakes. No architect, no blueprint, yet every snowflake is geometrically perfect. Just temperature, humidity, and molecular interaction. Just the right conditions and the system organizes itself. Gribben's point is simple. To create order, there's no need for external control. Life designs itself from chaos, meaning you also don't need to control everything. You just create the right conditions. Discipline, mindset, feedback awareness, and your life will start organizing itself. Self-organization is real intelligence. Nature, mind, society all evolve from there. Order is created from chaos, harmony from imbalance. And this is life's formula. Chapter 5. When order meets chaos. Imagine a world where everything is completely predictable. Every day the same. Every result fixed. Every surprise gone. In such life, no excitement. No evolution, just boredom. Now think of the other extreme, where nothing is predictable. Every moment complete chaos. Every result random. There. No stability. No focus. Survival difficult. Now Gribben says, life exists in between, meaning on that thin line between chaos and order, where neither rigid rules dominate nor complete randomness destroys everything. That point is the edge of chase. This is the very place where evolution, innovation, and creativity are born. Look, when a system is completely ordered, it becomes predictable. Like a government that wants to control everything. People's thoughts, choices, behavior, result. Innovation dies because there's no freedom, no space to experiment. But if the system becomes completely chaotic, where there's no rule, no structure, it collapses. Like an organization where everyone is doing whatever they want, no direction, no coordination. Result, only destruction. The sweet spot. Therefore, nature created balance. That sweet spot, where order and chaos dance together. Example, your brain. If the brain becomes too ordered, rigid thinking forms. You can't accept new ideas. And if it becomes too chaotic, thoughts scatter. Focus disappears. But when there's balance between both, imagination, logic, and intuition work together. And from there, creativity bursts forth. Evolution runs on this same principle. Gribben says, species evolve when there's a little instability in the environment. If environment never changes, species remain stagnant, doesn't adapt. And if environment changes too much, species can't survive. Therefore, growth is only possible at the edge, where there's both challenge and possibility. Your life is the same. When everything goes according to plan, you get stuck in comfort zone. No risk, no learning. But when plans break, when uncertainty comes, that's where real growth begins. Because chaos forces you to evolve. Gribben beautifully says, too much order kills progress. Too much chaos kills survival, but on the edge, life blooms. So next time when life seems scattered, don't be afraid. It's not destruction. It's a signal of transformation. You're not stuck in chaos. You're standing at the edge of evolution. This is where life takes shape. This is where you mold into your best version. Because order gives structure, chaos gives possibility, and the union of both is deep simplicity. Chapter 6. You are a pattern. Perhaps the most shocking realization is this. You yourself are a living combination of chaos and order. You think you take random decisions. Sometimes you work according to mood. Sometimes you go on instinct. But the reality is, behind your every action, every emotion, every habit, an invisible pattern is hidden. John Gribben says, "You are not separate from the universe's complexity. You're its expression." Your body, mind, and behavior all run on the same hidden mathematical rhythm that makes galaxies rotate, tides rise, auroras shine. The game of chaos and order doesn't play outside, it plays inside you. Think, your brain. Billions of neurons firing every second. Seems like everything is random. But when those neurons interact with each other, they create thoughts, memories, identity, meaning. Meaning is born from randomness. Your mind itself is a self-organizing system. Learning example. Ever thought about when you learn a new skill? First, everything seems messy, chaos-like. Mistakes, confusion, frustration. But after some time, suddenly, everything starts making sense. A pattern forms. This is learning's formula. Transition from chaos to order. Now let's talk about DNA. Gribben shows that inside DNA, there are billions of instructions, but its structure is simple. 4 chemical letters. A, T, C, G, just 4 letters. But combinations, infinite, like lines of some cosmic code that control your existence. Which genes will turn on, which off? Random mutations bring chaos. Natural selection creates order. And from this dance, life evolves. Look, patterns are not just in biology, they're in behavior too. Your habits are also feedback loops. Waking up every morning, checking phone, procrastinating. All these are repeated signals you've taught your subconscious. Once a pattern forms, it becomes part of your personality. Gribben says, if you want to change your life, change your habits. Because you're not chaos, you're a pattern in chaos. When you observe how your mind reacts, when you get triggered, when you stay motivated, you gain control over randomness. Universal patterns. Now expand the perspective. Galaxies rotate in spiral form. Tornadoes form in spiral shape. Seashells, hurricanes, and human fingerprints all in spiral symmetry. Is this coincidence? No. This is the universe's signature. A hidden geometry that repeats at every scale like fractal patterns. Gribben says, once you see the pattern, you can't unsee it. Meaning, when you understand that everything is interconnected, you don't see yourself as separate. You realize you're a conscious order in the universe's chaos. So next time you feel life is scattering, nothing is in control, remember. The pattern is still running. You're just a part of it. And maybe chaos doesn't mean destruction, it means evolution. You are not chaos. You're a perfect order born from chaos. You're not an accident. You're a design that the universe wrote with patterns. And Gribben says exactly this. Understand the patterns, and you understand life itself. Because in the end, the answer to every question is hidden there in the deep simplicity of who you are. Conclusion. The key to life's architecture. Now that you've completed the journey of deep simplicity, perhaps you've realized this book is not just about science. It's the key to understanding life's architecture. John Gribbin teaches us, nature is not random. Behind every storm, every heartbeat, every emotion, there's a hidden order. Chaos only appears on the surface, but inside it are patterns that connect everything from galaxies to your thoughts. The biggest lesson of this book: life creates itself from chaos. Your every failure, every confusion, every challenge that's not disorder, that's feedback that's evolving you. When everything seems to be breaking, that's where a new pattern forms. And when you understand this pattern, life starts working not against you, but with you. This is deep simplicity, the play of complex miracles made from simple rules. Don't fear chaos. Observe it, because your next breakthrough is hidden there. If this summary shook your mind, comment, "I am the pattern," so you remember yourself. You're not chaos, you're its masterpiece. Final truths to remember. 1. Nature is not random. Every complexity has simple rules beneath it. 2. Life exists at the edge of chaos. Perfect balance between order and disorder. 3. Feedback loops run everything. From cells to societies, everything learns and adapts. 4. You are a fractal pattern. Your habits, thoughts, DNA all follow mathematical rhythms. 5. Chaos is not destruction. It's transformation. It's evolution's signature. 6. Small changes create big effects. The butterfly effect works in your life too. 7. Self-organization is nature's power. You don't need to control everything, create right conditions. 8. Complexity comes from connection, not from control, but from interactions. 9. Patterns repeat at every scale, from atoms to galaxies. Same rules, different sizes. 10. You are not separate from the universe. You're its conscious expression, a pattern aware of itself. The transformation. From now on, when life feels chaotic, look for the pattern. Understand the feedback. Adjust, don't resist. Evolve, don't freeze. Because chaos is not your enemy, it's your teacher. Like the video, share it with someone lost in life's chaos right now. And subscribe so next time we can decode another mystery of the universe together. Remember, you're not lost in randomness. You're dancing at the edge of chaos where all creation happens.